On Christmas Eve, my parents once again left me alone at home for triple overtime pay. Thinking of the past 20 years when they always did this, I no longer wanted to spend the holiday alone and cold. So, I packed some dumplings and went to find them. Unexpectedly, my parents, who always talked about earning more money, stepped out of a luxury car, arm in arm with a boy about my age, laughing as they entered a five-star restaurant. "Mom, Dad, is it okay to leave Sarah alone at home?" I heard someone ask. My mother casually replied, "It's fine, she's used to it." My father dismissively added, "She can't compare to you. You're our precious child." I turned and left. They had deceived me by pretending to be poor. This time, I didn't care for their company either. Back home, I dumped all the food on the table. In the past, I would never have wasted food. From as early as I can remember, I knew our family wasn't well off. All my food and clothes came from my parents' frugal savings. Even my clothes were rarely new. Every season, my mother would bring home a bag of second-hand clothes, saying, "These are from your mother's colleague's older sister. They've been washed clean, so we don't need to buy new ones." I don't know where she got these old clothes from, but throughout my childhood, I hardly ever wore new clothes. I always wore ill-fitting clothes, and my classmates would make fun of me, saying I was a ragpicker. I could only study hard, thinking that one day I would be able to buy new clothes with my own efforts. During holidays, I would hand over all the money relatives gave me to my parents, just to ease their burden. But who knew they had no burden at all? I checked, and that luxury car belonged to the wealthy Johnson family in town. The Johnson's son had once driven that car, showing off with a celebrity girlfriend. I had seen that gossip news too, and the face of that rich young man was the same as the boy I saw tonight. So, it turns out I'm actually from a wealthy family. I found it amusing, sniffed, and went back to search my parents' room. Perhaps they were too careless to keep the contract at home. When I saw my father's name signed on a contract worth hundreds of millions, with a Mont Blanc pen tucked in the documents, my suspended heart finally died. I put everything back as it was and quietly returned to my room, covering myself with the blanket to sleep. I only hoped that when I woke up, everything would be a dream.